So this is the problem set in lesson 2.5 in elementary algebra. 1 and 2, you're using that formula, P equals 2L plus 2W, so you're just putting in the right numbers and letters. Like for number 1, they tell you that W is 50, they tell you the perimeter is 300. So if we use the formula, we get 300 equals 2 times 5 plus 2L. And you're just going to solve for L then. You're going to use for 3 through, gosh, how far down does it go? 18. They're giving you a formula, and they're also telling you what the letters represent. So, and then telling you a variable to find. So like 18, you're using the formula y equals kx squared, and you're finding k if you know that the y is 32 and the x is 4. So you've cleared out two of the variables by substituting numbers in. 19 through 40 is asking you to solve the formula. So let's do number 40. I like to do kind of the latter ones because those are the ones that are a little bit more challenging. So a equals 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi rh, and we're solving for h. So we got to get rid of everything but h. So we're going to subtract 2 pi r squared from both sides. And we can do that. We can subtract that whole thing because it's separated by a plus or a minus sign. So I have a minus 2 pi r squared equals 2 pi r h. So we just got rid of all of that. Okay, so what do we have left? We're trying to find h, but we still have these. And since these are all three multiplied by the h, we can get rid of them in one fell swoop. So those go away. So I have a minus 2 pi r squared over. Alright, so let's split these up. A over okay, so let's cancel. Those cancel, and one of the r's cancel with this one. So that gives us a over 2 pi r minus r equals h, and that's what we're looking for, is solving for h. So that's number 40. When you get into number 41 and 42, I would do cross multiplication. So let's go ahead and look at just briefly what we're looking at as far as that cross multiplication. If we did one like 42b, y plus 2 over x equals negative 1/2. So we're going to cross multiply. So again, 2 times y plus 2. Remember to put that in a parenthesis. The 2 is being multiplied by both the y plus 2, and then x times negative 1. Okay, so I have 2y plus 4 equals negative x. And this has to be a positive x. So remember, if you change it to its opposite, you have to change the other side, everything, to its opposites. And now we have x equals negative 2y minus 4. 47 to 58, we're using the formula for equal sign is for is, and the of is the times. And remember, you cannot use a percentage in an equation. You have to change it to a decimal. If they give you a fraction, you change it to a decimal. So everything needs to be in a decimal when you do these percentages. And then you can change it back to a percent. If, for example, like 53 says, what percent of 40 is 14? So if we are looking at that, let me get it up here. What percent of 40? So what percent of 40 is 14? So x times 40 equals 14. So we're going to divide by 40, divide by 40. So we have x equals 14 over 40. So we take our handy dandy calculator here, and we do 14 divided by 40 gives me 0.35. The answer, or the question, says what percent, so we have to change 0.35 to a percent, so that ends up being 35% for your answer. So don't forget to change it back to percent when you're done if the answer is supposed to be in percentages. So that's it for problem set 2.5.